Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Haitham Amin. I go by Sam. I'm an attorney here in San Francisco, California. Today we will be discussing expungements pursuant to California Penal Code 1203.4, also known as cleaning up your criminal record. Before we jump into our discussion today, I'd like to invite you, if you haven't already done so, to please subscribe to my channel, share, like, comment. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section or send me a private message. Also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. And back to our discussion and what needs to be shown in order for your petition to be granted pursuant to 1203.4. First of all, before we go any further, there are certain eligibility requirements that would have to be met. For example, if you are considering expungement and you have been convicted of a misdemeanor or a felony, you have to first show or prove that you've successfully completed probation, whether it's misdemeanor probation or a felony probation. Generally speaking, a felony probation is 5 years, and misdemeanor probations are generally 3 years. And you also have to show that you didn't pick up any new offenses, meaning you're not convicted of any new crimes, that you're not on probation for any new crimes, and you are not serving a sentence for any new crime. Now, what does it mean to say you have successfully completed probation? It's sort of a loose term, a wide umbrella. Well, completed all the terms of your probation. For example, if you were sentenced to complete a program like a drug treatment program or a residential treatment program. Also, if you were ordered to pay restitution for any prospective or any victim for that matter. If you were ordered to complete community service hours. And if you were ordered to either to appear in person or through an attorney for a follow-up court hearings. You have to show that you've completed those programs, you've showed up to the any court hearings that were ordered by the judge, and you haven't violated any of those terms. You haven't violated any of the terms of your probation. That's the essence of a successful completion of probation. Now, there are crimes that will bar you from getting an expungement. Generally speaking, if you were convicted of a crime and were sent to state prison, you are not eligible, unless, of course, those same crimes would have been served through jail rather than prison, pursuant to California Proposition 47, commonly known as realignment, which basically says, it was passed in 2011, basically said certain crimes are no longer going to be served in prison, but rather jail. If you fall in that category, then an expungement would be an appropriate tool to clean up your records. Another set of crimes that would not qualify for an expungement, generally speaking, are crimes that fall in the realm of California Penal Code 288. Generally speaking, this is our sex crimes against minors, and Penal Code 261, which is known as statutory rape. These crimes will bar you from getting an expungement. Now, a common question that I often get is, I would like to get an expungement, but I violated my probation. So do I qualify? While it is true you have to successfully prove to the judge that you've completed the terms of your probation successfully and did not violate your probation conditions, there still is an opportunity to, at the hearing, to apply for a petition to expunge your criminal record, even if you violated probation, and explain to the judge why the violation occurred and how serious, how egregious the violation was. Generally speaking, if we're talking about not paying money or missing a few hours of community service due to a good reason, such as ailment or perhaps a serious life event like a death of a family member, generally speaking, the judges will take that into perspective and not necessarily deny your petition right off the bat. Now, this will take us to what I think is the main conclusion of this video, which the granting of California Penal Code 1203.4, expungement or cleaning up of your criminal record, rests solely in the discretion of the judge, or the court's discretion rather. So the court will engage in a utility test, and it will balance many factors of your case in order to come up with a decision. Generally speaking, the court will consider the seriousness of the crime, the overall performance while on probation, and the criminal history, if any, if you don't have an extensive criminal history. Also, whether or not the expungement is contingent on you obtaining gainful employment to support yourself or your family members. It wouldn't hurt also, I always tell my clients to have letters of recommendations from reputable community members or folks from the church or from the synagogue or from the mosque or from any place of worship that can attest to your strong family ties and strong community ties, and speaks about your character and paints you in a positive light before the judge. So this list is not exhaustive, but it's some of the main elements and factors that I have seen and witnessed the judge or the court looks into before it grants an expungement pursuant to Penal Code 1203.4. With that being said, I'd like to thank you for spending a few minutes with me as always. If you have not already done so, please subscribe, like, share, comment, follow me on Instagram, Facebook. I try to put out as many videos as I can, at least 1 or 2 a week. And if you have any specific questions, or if you like to see a topic being discussed on my channel, I invite you to reach out to me either privately or in the comment section. Always happy to hear from my viewers and my subscribers. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Being the only person that's advocating in the courtroom on behalf of the accused is a humbling feeling for me. I believe in the tenets of the Constitution, which is innocent until proven guilty, and that carries from day one until the trial date.